Hey, what's up, diggers? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Today we're going to be going over, should you summon for Anora? Should you go for Boreas, Lucis, Deimos? Where should you use your summoning crystals? If you're interested in that and you want to find out my opinion, and also I'm going to be telling you what I'm going to be doing, and I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, so first and foremost, if you want to see Anora's kit for yourself, you don't need test server to see it anymore. You go over here, you can just click right on the Argent Summoning, and then just click right on her image, and she'll be up there. You can check her out yourself. We'll go over her kit really quickly. She does these summons for the summon for labor. Inherits 100% of master's attributes and assists the master in attacking enemies in range. Each attack deals 90% AoE magic damage to up to 8 enemies. So she's really good for like something like Gear Raid 1, or I want to say like, maybe like Nightmare Void Rift, some of the later stages in campaign, because she's doing a lot of magic damage and AoE at that. So she also is immune to buffs and debuffs, so she cannot get inspiration, she cannot get rage boosts from Hollow, she cannot get rage boosts from Eloin or anybody, and there's no crit damage increase, anything like that. But I will say, the more of her you have, the higher her damage goes, and she doesn't need it, even at A0. Doesn't need to be awakened or anything, and she's doing a ton of damage. She competes with Comet and Boreas and all those guys without having any kind of damage increases or buffs coming in. So, and besides the fact that she is also immune to debuffs. So if you look at the current Emerit boss, I think I'm saying that right. It's either Emerit or Emerit. I'll just say Emerit. Emerit boss. She's immune to any of the frostbite or freezes that come out with him. So I mean, I think there's gonna be future content coming up where you can be immune to these buffs or debuffs as well. And it's going to be super good for a future content. Now on the basic, she has a 90% AoE magic damage up to 5 enemies. And that goes up to another 5%, goes up to 100%. Plus this, if you scale it up, it boosts Labor's damage. And here's Labor, he just stays out on the field like that the whole fight. But when you activate the ultimate, he goes up, comes down, does a big amount of damage, and then he also increases his damage as for the duration of the ultimate for the 20 seconds. When attacking, Labor has a 10% chance to generate Noxious Breath. When the ultimate is triggered, generates Noxious Breath immediately. Noxious Breath deals 20% magic damage per second to up to 8 enemies in range. Airborne units take half the damage instead. On Agitation, on the battlefield increases the attack of Labor by 10% and grants damage increase to other allied summons. This goes up to, well, the damage increase stays at 10%. Labor's goes up to 15. This is a big deal because there's lots of new units coming out with summons, and it's going to help them do more damage. It's yet to be said whether or not there's going to be any that are really relevant yet. I don't think even, Cyrus, you put him out there for DPS, he's not doing a ton. There's Navros, and I guess there's one more. I don't know his name offhand, but there's another one that's coming out that does the summons. And she has a bond skill with Emerit. Obtain Hero Emerit to unlock the following bonus effect. Summons Labor Ice instead of Labor. So on Labor Ice, or Labor inherits 100% of Master's attributes and assists the Master in attacking enemies in range. Each attack deals 90% AoE damage to up to 8 enemies. And in this one, it inherits 100% of the Master's attributes and assists the Master in attacking enemies in range. Deals 15% increased damage to controlled enemies. So anybody that has like a slow, freeze, any of those kind of effects, any kind of CC effects. Each attack deals 110% AoE damage to up to 8 enemies, with a 30% chance to inflict Winter's Bite for 3 seconds. So if you do get Emerit and you get Labor Ice, Emerit does scale off of that Winter's Bite quite a bit. It kind of helps him out in a lot of his damage. So having her combined with him on the field at the same time is going to be something else. It's going to be something special, I think. I did test this a little bit on the test server, and both Emerit and Anora performed amazing. And I don't even have like the greatest gear, and the Pantheon is level 0 and all that good stuff. So I mean, it says something. Now, her awakenings are extremely powerful. On Awakening 1, when Noxious Breath is generated, it immediately inflicts a mobilized state on up to 8 enemies in range. That's going to obviously help if she's bonded, and is going to have extra. This is going to give her her own ability to immobilize somebody and cause CC, which will increase her damage. It's just more damage all the way down. Awaken 2 is attack plus 300. Awaken 3 is Labor ignores 15% of enemies' magic resistance. It's very good. Awaken 4 is penetration, basically ignoring more defense. and Awaken 5. His enemies on tiles affected by Noxious Breath receive 20% increased damage from both the hero and labor. So another 20% increased damage. Now, should you summon for her, or should you go for one of these guys? We have Boreas on the list, Lucis, Ares, and the one I'm going to point out here is Deimos. Deimos is like man, this guy, I just can't seem to get him. I'm in 6,000 summons into the game right now. Still don't have Deimos. So I'm really excited because I'm going to be pulling, I'll explain in a second actually. Boreas, I personally already have him. He is a great progression hero if you decide to go for him. He can be possibly more game changing to your account than Anora. But I would say the two go hand in hand with each other. It's kind of hard to say whether or not he's a better progression hero or she is. I think she might be. As far as Lucis go, he does a lot of work in Guild Boss 2. He does seem to be like a crucial aspect of that for people that really want to be pushing Guild Boss 2 and you're not really worried about Anora or needing a mage of that style. I personally don't really need a mage either. I just really like Anora, so I will be going for Anora. But he is amazing as well, and he's going to be game changing for people trying to push Guild Boss 2. As for Ares, I actually don't think that he's really worth going for. He is a good hero. I'd say he's above average, but he's nothing too special where I think you need to you would want to pull for him over Anora, or even come anywhere close to Anora, or Lucis or Boreas for that matter. Now, why not be? I won't be doing the pity trick. And that pity trick is basically you go on the Argent Summoning, and you summon until you get close to pity, and you'd switch over to the Invocation of Spirits banner and try to get your legendary to pull on here. See if you get one of these three. Once you pull a legendary, you switch back to the Argent Summoning and go back to getting Anora again. Now, why won't I be doing that? First off, I have Boreas. Second problem is that the odds of you getting Lucis are really low. I've done this before many times. I'm going to take a guaranteed hero over a chance any day of the week. Okay. But it doesn't mean that I won't be going for them at all. I will be going for them a little bit. I'll explain why. So I'm going to be busting out. Let's see how many I have here. Over 52,000 diamonds on the summoning for Anora, and also 150 to 200 rare summoning crystals or whatever I have. Now I have 14 divines. So my plan on this summoning event is going to be summoning the 52,000 diamonds plus on Anora's banner, or if I hit 5, that won't happen, but or 6 or whatever it is, I know that won't happen. So I probably end up burning them all out. Plus all the rares that I'm going to earn on the way as well. And then I'm going to be summoning the divine summoning crystals for Boreas, Lucis, and Ares, and specifically for Deimos. I'm more interested in Deimos than any of these three. He's just an amazing hero. He's going to be just as important to Guild Boss 2 as Lucius is. And I'm feeling like most of us should be trying to get Deimos out of your divines at least. If you're an early game player, Anora is amazing. Boreas is amazing. You can kind of do whatever you really want, and don't be nervous about making that decision. If you like a hero and you want to go for it just because you want to go for it, like me, that's why I'm going for Anora. I think that she's going to be crucial coming up, and I also will be summoning for Imrit on the Ancient Summoning banner as well. Any of these banners is a good decision. Every single one of them. If you like Anora, you like her kit, or whatever, maybe you think she's pretty, it doesn't really matter. If you just want to have her, go for it. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. She is Cultist and Exoterius. It's both very good factions as well. If you think Boreas is more of a bigger game changer for you, and that might be true because he's also good in AoE Arena, and he can kind of get you to the top of Plat 3, but even in AoE Arena, he's not really holding ground that well anymore. He's mostly a PvE hero at this point. If you really want to push for Lucius, go for Lucius. No, my point is, you can go for any of these three banners. It's up to you. Don't be ashamed, and I wish you the best of luck. I hope you all get what you're going for. But for me, I'm going to be going hard for Anora. Super hard for Anora. It's going to be a long video, a lot of pulls, a lot of excitement, a lot of disappointment. But I hope this helped you out in making your decision. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found it helpful. Join the Discord. The link is down in the description below. And we're happy to see you there. I think we're really growing really fast. We're picking up YouTube subscribers like crazy. Everything's picking up really quickly. I'm trying to keep up. We also have hero guides in the Discord server as well. So if you have an issue with how to gear your heroes or even gear sorting, you know, even gear cleansing, you know, we have all that stuff in there. It's just basically like a website on a Discord server right in your pocket. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. That's it for the video. Don't forget to check out the video tomorrow. I will be releasing it for the Argent summonings for Anora. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. I wish you luck on your summoning as well. And until next time, keep digging.